Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and for those of my subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you all first of all for the support. Thank you so much for every view, every share and every like. I really do appreciate it, and I'm sure you can also see how the channel has grown. In today's video, you can look forward to grade 12 quality of performance. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that term 2 has been going well so far. Stay tuned and enjoy. Please do take note that I did not take any credit for the information written in these slides. I have been provided with the notes from the government and have used them as is to make sure that the information that students are receiving is accurate, relevant, and up to date. So without further ado, here we go. All right, let's get started. Quality of performance. All right, here's the introduction to quality. So remember, when we're thinking of quality, you need to keep it in your mind that we're talking about a specific product. And when you are buying a pair of shoes, you want them to last and you want them to be worth some sort of quality. And remember that quality is what you're paying for them. So if I'm going to pay 2,000 Rand for shoes, I want them to last. I don't want them to break within 2-3 months. So remember that when we are talking about quality. All right, quality and quality concepts. The main aim of businesses is to maximize profits through the provision of high quality products and services. It is important that businesses implement various quality concepts in order to retain customers, increase profitability, and remain sustainable. In the pursuit of ensuring and improving quality, a business must consider the needs and wants of the consumers and the degree to which the business meets these needs and wants. And businesses that improve the quality of their product are financially sustainable and have a larger share of the market. Defining quality concepts. So we've got a diagram here below. So it's nice, you can pause the video at this stage, jot down these few. It's a nice little diagram that you can keep for studying. So it's split up into quality, quality control, quality assurance, quality management, quality performance, and quality management systems. All right, let's look at each one in further detail. So, quality is the ability of a product or service to satisfy the specific needs of the customers. It is measured against a specific criteria such as physical appearance, reliability, durability, sustainability, and after-sales services. The efficiency of services and the ability to provide an effective outcome without too many delays. So when we're looking at quality, we mentioned about it lasting. So that's the durability. If I'm going to buy something, I want it to last. Another thing is when you buy a product, a lot of time there's after sales. So if I have a problem with the product, maybe a cell phone, if I go back to the shop, will they help me to repair it? Are there spare parts? Can I buy accessories for my phone? So these are the type of things that people are looking at when it comes to quality. And should one of these things lack, that's where people see your product as less quality than another product. The appearance is also very important, the way that a product looks. So if your product looks modern and it looks wow and up to date, people are more likely going to buy it. If it's a product that looks old-fashioned and is not keeping up with the times, also it looks flimsy and it looks like it's about to break, then people are not going to want to buy that product. Quality control. A system that ensures the desired quality is met by inspecting the final product to ensure that it meets the required standards. It includes setting targets, measuring performance, and taking corrective measures. Checking raw materials, employees, machinery, workmanship, production, processes to ensure that the high quality standard is being maintained. So, quality control. How are we controlling the quality? As I mentioned with shoes, we all know you get these wow and expensive shoe brands. If I'm going to buy a pair of, let's say, Nike shoes, and my friend is going to buy a pair of Nike shoes, we expect the quality to be the same. And that's what these measures are putting in place. You can't change the quality from day to day because there's no consistency there, and that lessens the quality of your product. That's where, when there's a logo on the product or when there's a color on the product, they must all be unique and all be identical. And these inspections will make sure that that is being adhered to. Quality assurance. Checks are carried out during and after the production process. Ensure that required standards have been met at every stage of the process. Processes are put in place to ensure that the quality of products and services and systems adhere to preset standards with minimal defects, delays, or shortcomings. Ensure that every process is aimed at getting the product right the first time and purposefully, actively preventing mistakes from happening. So we are assuring that we maintain our quality. If there is a set standard, so when you're buying Coca-Cola, if I buy a Coca-Cola today, if I buy one tomorrow, if I buy one next week or next year, they must all stay the same and taste the same. Otherwise, as a consumer, I might not want to buy that product because today it tastes really nice and sweet. Tomorrow it's bitter. The next day it's not as sweet. So that's where they need to make sure that there's a set standard of how the product should be and that every product on that line is meeting that standard. Quality management. The process of managing all activities needed to ensure a business reduces products or services of consistently high levels. Refer to techniques or tools used to design or improve the quality of a product. It can be used for accountability within each of the business functions. Aims to ensure that the quality of the product or service is consistent, and it focuses on the means to achieve consistency. Quality performance. The total performance of each department is measured against the specific standards. It can be obtained if all departments work together towards the same quality standard, and quality is measured through physical products or statistical outcome of processes, surveys of the users, and or buyers or customers of the product. So surveys can be sent to customers and they can ask them to buy their product on one day and then buy it on another day and compare the results. And they can also make sure when buying food products, when you went to go buy food from McDonald's or KFC, was the food warm when you got it? How was the appearance? What was the taste? This can help companies to distinguish and see where the problems are and to improve on those standards to make sure that the quality of the performance of the quality is being met. And then quality management systems. Quality management system is a framework that a business uses to manage key organizational processes. It is a formalized system that documents procedures, processes, responsibilities for achieving quality policies or objectives. It coordinates or directs organization activities to meet customer or regulatory requirements, and it improves its effectiveness, efficiency, accuracy on a continuous basis, and it is expressed as organizational goals, aspirations, processes, policies, and documented information, resources needed to implement and maintain quality standards in the business. So now we're looking at the differences between quality control and quality assurance, because They can get confused, but there is a distinctive difference between the two. So, quality control on the left. It's a system that ensures the desired quality is met by inspecting the final product. It ensures that finished products meet the required standards. And it includes setting targets or measuring performance and taking corrective measures. And then on the other hand, the right side, quality assurance. It includes checks that are carried out during and after the production process. It ensures that required standards have been met at every stage of the process. And the building in of quality as opposed to the checking for of quality. This is a very nice question that they can ask you to compare the differences between quality control and quality assurance. All right, so here's the following keywords, okay, that'll help you to explain the differences. So remember, in business studies, we need to use full sentences. We can't just use keywords and just bullet point words. We need full sentences. But this is a nice example that you can just jot down, just as nice keywords to remember for the two. So quality control, we're looking at final product, when it's finished. Desired quality, what do we want? What is the standard? And then targets. Quality assurance, we're looking at during and after, so within the process. The required standard and the building in. All right, now we're going to look at the differences between quality management and quality performance. Another question that is nice to ask to compare the two. So, quality management. This is techniques or tools or methods used to design or improve the quality of a product. It can be used for accountability within each of the business functions. And it aims to ensure that the quality of products or services is consistent, and it focuses on the means to achieve consistency. Quality performance, on the other hand, there we're looking at the total performance of each department is measured against the specific standards, and it can be obtained if all the departments work together towards the same quality standard. Quality is measured through physical products, statistical output of processes, surveys of the users and or buyers and consumers of the products or services. Now we're going to look at the advantages or the benefits of a good quality management system. So, effective customer services are rendered, resulting in increased customer satisfaction. Time and organizational resources such as finance, raw materials, or labor are used efficiently. Productivity increases through proper or effective time management using high-quality resources. Products or services are constantly improved, resulting in the increased levels of customer satisfaction. And it enhances the ability of the business to achieve its vision, mission, or goals. The business will have a competitive advantage if they improve on their quality over their competitors. Regular training will continuously improve the quality of the employee's skills or knowledge and competencies, and then continuing the advantages or benefits of a good quality management system. Employers and employees will have a healthy working relationship, resulting in happy, productive workers. It improves the employee morale, productivity within the businesses, increase market share and more customers, improve profitability. It improves the business's image as there are fewer defects and returns. And it improves the financial sustainability of the business as customers are retained. So here we can see there's a lot of benefits that come to the company if we are maintaining that quality. Quality of performance, or quality indicators of each business function. So the quality of performance in each business function directly influence the extent to which the business can achieve quality throughout the business. Every business should know the quality indicators required to meet the expectations, and this must be communicated to all employees in various departments. You are once again going to be reminded of what you learned about the meaning of different business functions in grade 10. I have done a video of this. If you want to recap, follow the link above. And in grade 12, we are going to focus on each business function and how they can contribute to the success of the business. The contribution of each business function to their success is known as the quality indicators. Let's look at the quality indicators here. So we've got the general management function. There we're going to communicate the vision, mission, and values. The production function, effective production planning. Purchasing function, correct quantities delivered timeously. Marketing function, gain consumer loyalty by exceeding expectations. Financial function, strategies to increase profitability. Public relations function, provide positive press releases. Administration function, fast and reliable data capturing. Human resource function, we're looking at regular training of workers. Again, it's another diagram that you can just jot down just to get key points. We are going to look at each one in detail now, but it's nice to just have a nice little diagram with all the colors just to pop. And it's really nice to study from if you have all the colors and these nice diagrams. It just makes business studies a lot more fun and entertaining when studying. All right, the general management function. The distribution of the general management function to the success of a business, or the quality indicators of the general management function. Here we're looking at to develop, implement, monitor, maintain effective strategic plans. Efficient organization, allocation of business or organizational resources to provide for the achievement of long-term and short-term plans. Structured standards and norms should be in place so that control mechanisms can be implemented. Effectively communicate a shared mission, vision, and values. Set direction and establish priorities for their business. Lead by example, or set an example of the behavior that is expected from employees regarding the ethics and professionalism, productivity, and work ethic. Ensure that all departments and the business meet their deadlines, targets, and achieve their goals. The financial function, quality indicators. Analyze and acquire capital from the most suitable, available, reliable resources. I skipped the first one. Analyze, apply, devise, or implement strategies to increase profitability. Negotiate better interest rates to keep the financial costs down and to reduce financial costs. Draw up or implement budgets correctly to ensure sufficient application of monetary resources. Update financial records regularly to ensure timely and accurate tax payments. Implement financial control measures or systems or processes to prevent fraud. Implement credit granting or debt collecting policies to monitor cash flow. Then the public relations function. Here we're looking at the quality indicators again. Address negative publicity quickly and instantly to ensure little, less, or no incidents regarding negative publicity. Provide regular and positive press releases. Implement sustainable corporate social investment programs, CSI. Provide good results of or positive feedback from public surveys on the business image, provide high standards of internal publicity or appearance of buildings, professional telephone etiquette, and so on. Deliver quality products or services that promote the brand image with key stakeholders, customers, suppliers, government, and service providers. Compliance with recent legislations, for example, the BBBEE compliance implementing employment equity plans, and so on. Administration function. The quality indicators. Fast and reliable data capturing and processing systems. Make reliable information available to management on time. Make relevant information available for quick decision making. And then use modern or updated technology efficiently and effectively. All documentation is kept neatly and orderly in a safe place. Easy to recall or find information or documentation. Financial documents are kept up to date and recorded annually and correctly. Human resource function, the quality indicators. Ensure the correct implementation or application of an effective recruitment policy to attract the best candidates of the business. Ensure fair and equitable selection processes aligned to various legislation requirements. Fair remuneration packages aligned to the industry. Ensure sufficient, updated, ongoing, regular training of employees to improve their skills or knowledge or abilities and competencies. Offer performance incentives for staff to enhance productivity. Sound or positive relationships with employees to improve employee morale. Low staff turnover, low employee iteration rates in the business. Now we're moving on to total quality management, TQM. Very, very, very important for grade 12. So please make a huge note, a huge NB for this section. They do like to ask this section in most exams. Businesses use TQM to streamline or enhance customer service, supply chain management, and ensure that all employees are adequately trained. The focus of TQM is therefore a multi-dimensional approach that takes place throughout the business at all levels to improve the quality of products and services through the continual improvement of internal practices. Total quality management is a structured functional approach to overall business management. It is an ongoing or continuous process of detecting or reducing or eliminating errors. All businesses strive to get the products right the first time and satisfy the needs of the customers beyond expectations. This can be achieved by implementing TQM. TQM can be successfully achieved or implemented by the business by effectively integrating all quality-related processes, functions, or procedures throughout the entire business. TQM enables all employees or parties involved in the various business processes to be held accountable for the quality of the products or services. So now we're looking at the meaning of TQM. Very, very nice question to ask. And also, this is a very nice question to ask for essay questions. So just make a note of that. TQM is an integrated system, methodology, or process applied throughout an organization. It enables businesses to design, produce, or provide quality products or services for customers. It is a thought revolution in management, where the entire business and all the business activities are operated with customer orientation. TQM enables businesses to continuously improve on the delivery of products or services to satisfy the needs of customers. Management ensures that each employee is responsible for accountable for the quality of his or her work or their actions. So with total quality management, when we say total, we're looking at the whole business. So the total of the business. So we're looking at customer service and quality. So quality with providing customer service from the moment that that customer makes a phone call to the point that they get their product and after services. So the moment I phone up and I say, hi there, can I please have 2 pizzas delivered to my door? All right. The way that that person speaks to me over the phone will give me a sense of customer service and a sense of quality of product. So that person needs to be friendly. That person needs to be understandable. That person needs to be approaching and welcoming. Then the person who's coming to deliver my pizza to my door, that person needs to also emulate that same energy and that same customer service and quality. And then once I get my product, the actual pizza that I'm going to eat, num, 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 I need to make sure that that is also on quality and standard. I can't have a pizza that arrives to my house that's cold. And then when I go and phone the company, they're rude to me. They also need to be approachable and friendly and help me with my problem. And then when my pizza does arrive, I expect it to be accurate. I expect it to be correct. If I've ordered such and such a pizza, those pizzas need to arrive to my door. Again, should I have an issue, then the after sales or the complaints department also needs to be friendly. So we're looking at the entire process. We're not just looking at the people delivering the pizza that need to be friendly. No, everyone throughout total quality management. And there it says at the last bullet, every employee needs to be responsible and needs to be accountable. So if this employee was rude, they need to take responsibility and accountability for their actions. All right, here's a nice little diagram. Once again, pause the video at this stage, jot this down. So here's our main idea, right? We're looking at continuous improvements. So our diagram is moving from continuous improvements. Now we're going to the processes and product, and it leads to customer satisfaction. On the other hand, continuous improvements, delivering of products and services, customer satisfaction. So what is the end goal here we're looking at? Customer satisfaction. How can that be attained? Through customer service, through continuous improvements, and through quality control, as well as quality management. Businesses can achieve total quality management through the implementation of the 5 TQM elements that are illustrated not on the following page, but down below. All right, so there's a nice word here, continuous, which means we don't look at quality once. We're continuously looking at products. We're continuously looking if they're improving. TQM elements. So the first one you're looking at, continuous skills development and education and training. The second one, continuous improvement to processes and systems. The third one is adequate financing and capacity. The fourth one is monitoring and evaluation of quality processes. And then the fifth one, my diagram shows 6, but there are only 5. Total client customer satisfaction. Look how happy he is. That's what we're striving for. That's what we want. Continuous skills development, training, and education. Commitment of the business to participate in the continuous skills development, education, and training of all employees at important all levels within the business. The correct or proper or efficient or effective training programs must be conducted, provided, and sourced to train employees for the correct application of the various TQM concepts, techniques, and processes. The business should conduct a skills audit to determine the qualifications or experience, as well as competencies, of their employees in their ability to influence the quality of the product, services, or processes. Continuing, the ability or commitment of the business to pursue, execute, achieve continuous improvement to processes and systems. The business cannot become complacent with current practices and must continuously, constantly, or regularly apply means to enhance or improve existing processes and systems. Businesses need to improve on their processes or systems, such as the operating system, service delivery system, and the production system. Now moving on to adequate financing and capacity. This is the ability of the business to provide or acquire adequate financing and capacity for all operational requirements in the pursuit of implementing TQM effectively. The business needs to ensure that there is adequate financing and capacity available for all the operations, products, activities to meet TQM requirements. To ensure that there is adequate financing and capacity, the business needs to apply sound financial management practices such as investing surplus funds or budgets correctly. Monitoring and evaluation of quality processes. The effective implementation of TQM requires monitoring and evaluation of quality processes throughout the entire business. The business needs to monitor and evaluate quality processes to determine or enhance the strengths or success and reduce or remove weaknesses or barriers or obstacles in achieving or pursuing TQM. This is critical or important aspect within TQM as it allows the business to enhance existing practices and ultimately improve the degree to which the business meets or exceeds customer needs. Total client or customer satisfaction. This is the ability or the commitment of the business to achieve total client or customer satisfaction. The business must strive to provide quality products or services to meet or exceed consumer needs, expectations, and satisfaction. Sound knowledge or information, market research regarding current or future customer needs are crucial and vital in attaining this TQM element. So it's very important. I just want to home in on that point there quickly. What might be working for your market right now might change in the future because trends change, fashion changes, interest changes. And also we have youth coming in that also like and want and have different needs than what we do. So this is why TQM is so important, because you need to constantly make sure that we are satisfying the customer's need. But in order to do that, we need to know what are the current customer needs and what will they be potentially in the future. Now we're looking at the impact of the TQM elements on large businesses. The different TQM elements can influence the operations of the large businesses positively or negatively. Large businesses must ensure that all stakeholders have the necessary knowledge to enhance the ability of the business to improve the positive impact and reduce the negative impact of TQM. So, let's have a look on how these influence the business positively or negatively. So the first one we're looking at is continuous skills development, education, and training. We're looking at the positives. So large businesses have a human resources, HR department dedicated to skills, training, and development. Human resource experts ensure that training programs are relevant, applicable to increase customer satisfaction. Ability to afford specialized or skilled employees. May conduct a skills audit to establish the competency or education levels of their staff. Performing work which could affect the quality of the product, services, or processes positively. They may be able to hire qualified trainers in order to train the employees regularly. Now we're looking at the negatives, the downside, the disadvantages. Poor communication systems in large businesses may prevent effective training from taking place. Trained employees may leave for better jobs after they have gained more skills. Employees may become demotivated if they do not receive the recognition or acknowledgement for this training. Employees may not be aware of the level of competency they should meet to achieve their goals. And it may be difficult to monitor or evaluate the effectiveness of this training. So with the one point there, it mentions that they may leave the company. So an employee might come in, receive all this training, become very skilled and competent, and once they've received that, leave our business. So that's the downside to it. As much as it's wonderful and it's great to give training to our employees, they could also leave once they've received all this training. Continuous improvement to processes and systems, the positives. So large businesses have more available or readily available resources to check on quality performance in each unit. Enough capital resources are available for new equipment technology required for processes and systems. Large businesses have a person or a department dedicated to the improvement of processes and systems. They can afford to use the services of the quality circles to stay ahead of their competitors. Large businesses are willing to take risks, try new processes and systems because they can absorb the impact of losing money and financial resources. Now we're looking at the disadvantages, the negatives. Quality control can become more complicated with large-scale manufacturing processes. Systems and processes take time and effort to implement in large businesses, as communication or buy-in may delay the process. With this one, often they need to get all these signatures and every department needs to agree. Also, to implement it takes a lot of time and effort. You need to train everyone if there's a new system, inform them how to use the system. So there can be a lot of delays and time wasted in implementing the system. But bearing in mind, this could also lead to a positive as it can make workers more efficient. But I know we're just focusing on the negatives for now. Risk of changing parts of the business that aren't working well. Not all negative feedback from employees and customers is going to be accurate, which may lead to an inaccurate or unnecessary changes to systems and processes. Limitations regarding the availability of machinery, technology may influence the ability of large businesses to continuously improve processes and systems. Adequate financing and capacity. Positives. Large businesses have sufficient financing to test all processes before its implementation. They can afford to have systems in place to prevent errors in processes, defects in raw materials or products. They are able to afford product research, market researchers to gather information, and they can afford to purchase quality raw materials and equipment. Large businesses can afford high-paid specialists to conduct advanced training with their employees. Now the negatives, the downside. If the demand of the business's product suddenly increases, orders begin coming in faster than expected, and the company lacks the capital required to fund the production of the stock to fill the orders. Large, rapidly growing businesses can consume large amounts of capital as they try to balance normal operations and expansion. Large businesses often spend large amounts of money on organizational resources, machinery, and often the return on investment is not earned in the short term. Financial capital is wasted when incorrect financial planning, budgeting, ineffective financial management processes exist. Incorrect financial planning or huge amounts of accumulated debt by a large business may limit the growth strategy of the business or limit the ability of the business to meet their financial obligations. Monitoring and evaluation of quality processes. Looking at the positives. Monitoring and evaluating quality processes prevent product defects and it minimizes customer complaints. Good quality control checks procedures minimize the replacement or breakdown of items, equipment, machinery regularly. Large businesses may be better equipped to get things right the first time. They improve performance and increase productivity, sales, or profitability. They modify interventions that may improve the efficient use of resources. Now we're looking at the negatives, the disadvantages. Large businesses are often divided and the departments work in silos. So they work as a group. So they work singly is what they're trying to refer to. It is difficult to get everyone to communicate effectively and often messages are not received correctly. It takes longer to detect problems or to respond to weaknesses. It is not viable or possible to check the quality of all the products. Limited, active, accurate monitoring and evaluation of product processes may occur as some managers may view or apply this TQM element as a mere routine or formality. Now we're looking at total client or customer satisfaction. The positives. Large businesses use market research or customer surveys to measure or monitor customer satisfaction or analyze customer needs. Continuously promote or foster a positive business image. Strive to understand and fulfill customer expectations by aligning cross-functional teams across critical processes. It may lead to higher customer retention or loyalty, and businesses may be able to charge higher prices. Large businesses may be able to gain access to the global markets. Now we're looking at the negatives. Employees who seldom come into contact with customers often do not have a clear idea of what will satisfy their needs. A large business that is characterized as a monopoly has increased bargaining power and therefore does not pursue customer satisfaction and does not have to satisfy their customer needs or meet their customer needs. So remembering, a monopoly is when you're in an industry and there's only one provider. In South Africa, a very good example is Eskom. They are the provider of electricity. Not all employees may be involved or committed to total client satisfaction. Reaction time to changing consumer demands may be influenced by a delay in the market research or information. Large businesses that become complacent with the existing customer satisfaction or target market may experience limited long-term growth potential. Now we're looking at PDCA. This is the application of the PDCA model or the steps to improve the quality of products. So we're looking at plan, do, check, and act as needed. Model forms part of the continuous improvement to processes and systems as a TQM element. This model enables businesses to continuously plan and improve their processes and systems in order to satisfy the needs of the consumers beyond expectations. So we will be discussing this in further detail, not on page 181, but in the next slides. So there's a nice little diagram at the bottom. So plan, we are planning on what we should do. Sounds silly, but we are coming up with a plan. Then do, we are putting the plan in place. Check, we are checking what were our desired results. Did we achieve those? making a checklist and making changes. And then act, we are putting the plan back into place after it's been checked. So plan. The business should identify the problem and develop a plan for improvement to processes and systems. Answer questions such as what to do and how to do it. Plan the new method and approach to improve the quality of their products. The plan must be logical, sequential for implementers to understand it. Then the do. The businesses should implement the change on a small scale. Implement the processes as planned in the previous step. During the step, the implementers aim to effectively or accurately execute the change based on the plan or method. And this step is essential in determining whether the change has viability or potential. Then we need to check or analyze. Use data to analyze the results of the change. Determine whether it made a difference and what needs to be improved. Check whether the processes are working effectively. And the business should assess or test and establish if it is working or if things are going according to plan. Act as needed. Implement the improvement to meet the needs of businesses. Devise strategies on how to continually improve. If the change was successful, implement it on a larger scale. The business should continuously revise the process until they get it right. The meaning of quality circles as part of the continuous improvement to processes and systems. A group of employees with a variety of skills and experience coming together to solve a problem related to quality to implement improvements. They investigate problems and suggest management solutions. Management can implement suggestions that were made by quality circles. Typical topics or issues discussed by quality circles include, for example, improving safety, improving the product design, manufacturing processes, operational methods, etc. The importance or the role of quality circles as part of continuous improvement to processes and systems. It solves problems related to quality and implement improvements. Investigate or identify problems and suggest management solutions. Ensure that there is no duplication of activities or tasks in the workplace. Make suggestions for improving systems and processes in the workplace. Improve the quality of products or services or productivity throughout regular reviews of quality processes. Monitor or reinforce strategies to improve the smooth running of business operations. Reduce costs of redundancy in the long run. Discuss ways of improving the quality of work or workmanship. Contribute towards the improvement and development of the organization. Improve employees' loyalty and commitment to the business and its goals. The impact of TQM if it is poorly implemented by the business. So, setting unrealistic goals that may not be achieved. Employees may not be adequately or efficiently trained, resulting in poor quality products. The decline in productivity because of stoppages or delays. Businesses may not be able to make necessary changes to satisfy the needs of the customers. The reputation of the business may suffer because of these faulty products. Customers will have many alternatives to choose from, and the impact will lead to losses for the business. Investors might withdraw investment if there is a decline in profits. Bad publicity due to poor quality products is supplied. The decline in sales when unhappy customers increasingly return the products. And a high staff turnover if because of poor skills and development training. Now we're looking at the ways in which TQM can reduce the cost of quality. Introduce quality circles to discuss ways of improving the quality of work or workmanship. Schedule activities to eliminate duplication of tasks. Sharing responsibility for quality output amongst managers and workers. Train employees at all levels so that everyone understands their role in quality management. Develop work systems that empower employees to find new ways of improving quality. Work closely with suppliers to improve the quality of raw products, raw materials, and inputs. Improve communication about quality changes or deviations so that everyone can learn from the experience. Reduce investment in inexpensive but ineffective inspection procedures in the production process. Implement proactive maintenance programs for equipment, machinery to eliminate or reduce breakdowns. All right, we've reached the end of the video. Here are the resources, as I do mention in each video, that I have made use of for these slides. You're more than welcome to visit this website and download this learner book. It is really nice. It's very colorful with lots of diagrams, and I think it's awesome as a student to have access to. Thank you so much for watching the video. I know this was a very long video. This is a very long topic and a very big topic that gets discussed in business studies. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them down below and I will assist you. I wish you all the best with term 2 and I really hope that these videos are helping. I love to see the comments and I really appreciate all the support that you guys are giving. I am glad as an educator that I can help and provide this support to students who need it best. So thank you so much from my side, and I'm really glad, and I love doing YouTube. I really enjoy it, and I'm just glad to see how many people I'm helping and the impact that I am making. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.